EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. Here's Allen to throw. Short pass taken in by Knox. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bills first down. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
A run on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Buffalo. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after after the touchdown is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, it certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills have a 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Shakir. Allen now on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? the guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore, but this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
On third down, it's Allen. He's got his man, that's Kincaid. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. As we are ready to get back underway. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On third down, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. Got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This from 30 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their 2nd possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Young. That's going to be incomplete. coverage. Very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
A second down throw for Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the shotgun, Young. This one taken in by Renfro. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker. The 27, here's 2nd and a yard. Tremble comes in motion. Young hands it to Hubbard. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Tremble comes in motion. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard. 1st down and more inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Brian Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 10-7. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return, this is strong. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Buffalo. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 1st and 10. Throw once more. Here's Allen. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen to throw again. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air once more is Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. To throw again, it's Allen. He's got it at the 3. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Prater now out to try this field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. First and 10. On play action, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play callers. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Young. They set up the screen here to Hubbard. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain. Third and long. From the gun, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. In motion, Shakir. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Moore going in motion. Allen going to throw again. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Third and a yard. Design run here for Allen. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They're going on 4th down. Allen. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. Operating out of the gun. Here comes the pass rush. Gets home and he goes down. Trevin Wallace in there to drop him. That time, it's a loss of 7.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. From the gun, here is Allen. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 39 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bills will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Nick Bonito there for the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Renfro brought in motion. Throwing on second down, Young. Going up top. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 56 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Here's Young. He's going to run it, and he will score. Game on. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. To throw is Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
First and 10, and it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Allen goes with a pop pass. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. Pick up there of 19 yards. First down, Buffalo. Now a give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 20, here's second down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. He's got it. And the Bills will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 17 yards that time for number 17.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And a nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
The Bills' offense and their running back set to go once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. In motion, Shakir. Allen now on second down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now it's Allen. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
That is incomplete, taking the shot there. as we reach the 2-minute warning. We are set for 4th and long. They'll go. Young. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. In business inside the 15-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
So a road win here for the Bills. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.